Welcome to The Ride with Chevy and Nsty. Host Randy Chevrier and Sheldon Napashka guides you through great stories that spark great conversations. Two really big guys talking a big game. The boys are locked in and ready to go. Welcome to The Ride.
Let's blank go, and then he caps it with a chug.
So playoff hockey time, eh? A little bit of Buffalo action tonight here on the Ride. Chevy and Nsty, we're coming to you live. It's Wednesday night. It's our new time, second week at this, and we happen to be in the middle of an Oilers Anaheim Ducks showdown. We're a little bit late because I think Trey was checking his heart after Connor McDavid went to the bench with a knee injury.
We're the best intermission show in the game. No worries.
Yeah, we're the best. And then we might go dark when the game goes back on because not only is Sheldon an Oilers fan, but so is our producer. But hi to all of you joining us tonight on this round one of playoff hockey. Thanks for joining us on the Ride, brought to you by Performance Freight Management, We Drone Real Estate Media, and YYC. Sheldon Trey kicked it off with a video of the crazy Buffalo Sabres fans, but they're not the only crazy fans. Hockey fans in general this time of year are nuts. Have you seen what's been going around in the league? Are you excited about the playoffs? I know you kind of kicking in gear now. Are you kicked in? Are you in?
I'm trying to kick it. I'm excited because first off, and it's been said, but there's nothing more exciting than round one of the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs. I mean, It's a different game. It's I still remember the Olympic break. Coming back and watching the regular season was like, What is this? It's a different game. Well, I'll tell you what, like the playoff hockey is a different game. There is zero room to move with the puck. There's zero time to make decisions. And it's a perfect balance of the best players with, if you're not one of the best, you better be on your game. And they're playing, it's so tight checking, dude. It's a beautiful thing. I've only watched 2 games, 1.5. I haven't had the time to really sit down and watch any games, but I'm feeling it, but I haven't gotten a chance to see it yet. Tell me what's going on with your Habs.
Well, I'll tell you what, game one was nice, Sheldon. I'm going to just ask you for a second. Just slide over a little bit. Look at the Instagram feed there, just so that you center it for our friends on Instagram. Well, that's
other way. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. And again, thank you for all you guys listening, both on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can catch us live, and then every other week after that, you can catch us on the Spotify and all that. But yeah, Sheldon, game one for me, Habs Tampa. I went to Luke's Boston Pizza Sunday, ordered a nice large half chicken bourbon jack pizza, half hot pepperoni with a hot honey. Oh man, I was eating well, watching the Habs go to overtime. Slavkovsky 3 goals. I was so excited. Crazy. And you know, it's like what I said last week. They win that first game, like, oh man, I'm feeling the energy. Then they go game 2. They go to overtime again, and it doesn't go our way. But I'll tell you what, the blood was bad right away. And that's what I'm noticing these playoffs. Like, I've watched that game. I've watched bits. Oh, I watched the Oilers game the other night, which not too much bad blood yet in the Anaheim Oilers series. It's picking up tonight. All the other games, like nastiness going about, like Utah.
Slavkovsky and Hagel last night. That was a great fight.
Yeah, he got in about 4 good punches, but he took 1 good one on the chin, went down,
got
back up.
He took the one, but
yeah,
the first 4 were good.
First 4 were good, but he got back up. But I mean, this is a guy going to answering bell for the team. But again, for me, I mentioned the week before how excited I am about the Habs, and it's hard because they're a young team. I want them to be better. But what I am noticing, and again, I watched the Penguins game tonight. Penguins Philly, our good buddy Daryl's favorite team. Bruno's favorite team is the Flyers, for those you don't know. They're not talking crap to each other, but I know secretly they want their teams to win. I got to tell you.
There is some crap being talked on that chat line, though. Daryl jumps in here. What Daryl just say? Are the Oilers sponsoring the show? LOL. Come on, man. You guys, it's been about an hour and a half straight of Daryl chirping us. You want Skinner back? He's chirping us nonstop. Daryl, I'll tell you what, you are a good friend of the show. You are our executive producer, and you make the big things happen for the Chevy Nsty team. But you sound like a man that is sour about the Pittsburgh Penguins right now, knowing this is your last shot with Sid. And dude, I would like to get behind you, but these little passive-aggressive digs you've been taking to Trey and I all night, dude, not appreciating it. You guys are down 3 games.
How ironic.
At worst case, we're going to have a split
ironic.
tonight.
You know, and I don't know if you just noticed.
Oh, it's too good.
Podolzin had
how
a
often do you
great
think
chance.
Daryl gets called? How often do you think Daryl gets called out?
He doesn't get called out too much on our chat line. But I'll tell you what, you called him out tonight. But I have to say, you know, I've been monitoring the chat while you guys are going in, and I thought I was going to need the referee shirt tonight. I thought I was going to need the referee shirt to ref you guys. You guys were getting antsy. But I'm going to tell you about that series. Again, to talk about the fans, the Buffalo fans were going nuts. That clip that went viral, going nuts. You got fans in Philly getting thrown out before the game before game 1 even started. There were 5 fights in the stands. Oiler fans beating up Oiler fans. A dude got his ear bitten off in the LRT in Edmonton by another Edmonton fan. Like, they're nuts. And then
are you sure that was an Edmonton fan?
Yeah,
it was Edmonton.
Wasn't a homeless guy, right? It was a homeless guy.
It was a homeless Edmonton fan because he didn't go to the game. But today there's a video of like all kinds of fights going on between Edmonton fans outside the rink the other night. And you got Montreal fans. I mean, they're doing the right thing. They're filling church pews. They're playing the games at these old churches that are getting little use. So the church is inviting people to watch the game. And I don't know if Trey has the video, but there's a video online. It's pretty viral. What they're doing is they're doing a service before the game, and then they put the game up, and the people are going nuts. If you can see this video, it's pretty awesome. There's a church in the South Shore of Montreal. It was jam-packed. I don't know if Trey, pull it up, see if you can get this. And so the fans have been craving this type of hockey, and I tell you, it's good hockey because on the ice in Boston and Buffalo. So check this out. Check this out. So these are fans in a church. It's a little dark. So they're filling a church in the South Shore of Montreal. They got the candles going, praying to St. Patrick and all the ghosts of the old Montreal Forum. They got the organ going. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
He's awesome.
Like the echo too is pretty sweet. The mama's lighting the candles for Guy Lafleur and Maurice Richard. Oh, the goal, CTV. Show the goal. This video courtesy of CTV News. Where's the goal? Where's the goal in overtime? That's the one I want to see, Trey. Where's the goal when they go nuts?
So I'm wondering, is that patrons of the church? Well, Trey's trying to find it, or can just anybody go to church that night? Like, that's a great recruiting tactic.
Sheldon, anybody could go to church anytime, but I guess they kind of been plugging, and I'm sure you're going to see more of this pop up. I mean, hockey fans will do anything. You'll change religions if you had to get your team a cup. That Trey would. Trey would. Yeah. Trey would go to the Church of Montreal. He'd start a church if he could get everybody in there praying for the Oilers. But just to say, it's fun because everyone gets behind it. I was going to say that it's translating to the games. You look at Tampa, Montreal. There was a point where there was like 6 guys in the box. You look at Boston, Buffalo. there was a point with 6 guys in the box. Tonight in Philly, it took about 20. I had a nap while they were sorting out a penalty in one point, and they had about 6 guys in the box. I think there were 7 guys in the box. So it's electric. The atmosphere is electric. Our chat group is electric. The fans are electric. And I tell you what, just following Trey through the ups and downs right now, you got, oh my God, they got so lucky watching what's going on the ice here with the Oilers. I mean, we might lose Trey tonight. He's either jumping out of his chair.
Dude, you're going to lose me. I don't have a TV in front of me, and you're sitting here watching the game. So,
well, that's a you problem. There you go. That was game 1 in overtime.
Cathedral Saint-Jean Evangeliste in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu. That's the celebration to the 1-0 goal for the Montreal.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We don't have to.
Yeah,
play
there you go.
Thanks, Trey. You picked it up.
I couldn't find the overtime goal, but that one will do.
Sheldon, you have multiple screens. You're a technology guy, and you didn't figure that you'd have a show at 10 o'clock. Like, we don't even put you on the hook for content. All you have to do is show up. You could have at least set up a TV by your, like, in front of your face there, so you can watch the game on one of your screens.
Yeah, you think I have just extra TVs floating around? I guess I do, but this room is kind of small. So I was thinking about putting it up on my phone, but that might just be a little bit distracting.
We'll keep you updated every time we score. I'll play the goal horn for you.
Sheldon, don't you have like Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Don't you have Rogers?
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I have Bell, but I could stream to my phone right now. I really could. It's just I was always kind of taught, like, it's the same. I'll tell you what, you're calling me out for this. It's the same thing. I'm during the workday, and guys, you should see our chat lines. Now, they say, the average guy is a part of 7 different chat lines. I got like 3 or 4 text groups going on at any one given time. It is this group here that, to the craziest hours of the day, when I'm at my busiest points, dude, Trey and Chevy are just going off on stuff. Don't you guys ever work?
I work all day, but I'm always.
I'm in school. This is my job, Sheldon. I went to the golf course today. Because I'm starting back there in 8 days, and the course is in prime position. We're getting ready here. The course looks good. I'm very much looking forward to golf season, and on the Wednesday nights, it's going to make it so much better because the Tuesday
Sheldon,
nights.
I'll do you a favor right there, Sheldon. I'll do you a favor for Sheldon.
Listen, I can do it right here too, but yeah. So Trey, you get pretty excited this time of year, right? Like the snow completely vanished. I guess we're going to get some more between Friday and Sunday again. But how exciting is that for you to get back onto the links this time of year?
I'm so excited. We have lots of tournaments coming up here to start. There's one in Sundry at the start of May. So looking forward to that. I got another qualifier in June, and we're putting on another UFC versus SATE team versus team event in the spring too. So lots of good stuff to look forward to.
As long as you don't see Zach Hyman down there and McDavid and the boys golfing in the spring, then
would like to avoid them.
Yeah.
Whew. I think they'd like to avoid you. So where are we at now? So just so you guys know, it's 4-3 Edmonton as of the current filming. There's 12 minutes left in the third. The shots are 23-31 for Anaheim. And I said this in the chat, and you guys had kind of laughed at me, thought that I wasn't watching the game, but I'm watching the game, and there was a point to what I said.
Oh, it's 23-31 for Edmonton. I'd like to point.
Yeah, but Edmonton is playing down to the level of these kids. Like, this is an exciting young team, this Anaheim Ducks. They got some great players, but I've got to tell you, Edmonton is not playing up to their potential, and you could tell. Like, Anaheim made some mistakes early. They looked young. They didn't look good on their power play. They didn't look good. Twice they got a penalty for ripping a guy's helmet off. There's a lot of inexperience on the Anaheim team. They threw up into the stands, took a penalty there. They're young. They're inexperienced, but yet somehow they've got the lead in this one. And that blows my mind, because, I mean, you could blame Skinner, you could blame Mike Smith, you could blame Cam Talbot, you could blame every guy. But yeah, is that what
Daryl's doing in Pittsburgh, Skinner? Like, I'll tell you what. I look at it a little different. I'll look at it a little different. I respect every team that's in the playoffs at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
You got a team like Anaheim, young, full of energy. Are the Oilers? Could the Oilers play better? Yeah, they could. We'll talk about that in a second. But right now, you've got Anaheim so dialed in, a bunch of kids that don't belong there, very much like Montreal. Montreal has a lot more scoring, right? Montreal's got amazing offense, but everybody in the early series are playing just at an incredible level. And that's neutralizing some of our top players. But let's not forget, we just got Draisaitl back. We just got, who is it? Dickinson scored
2 goals, and now he's out tonight.
We're kind of getting goalied by Dostal, I have to say. He's pretty good goalie, young goalie.
He's doing well. There've been a lot.
You're not going to sweep. You never sweep in the first. The first round's the most dangerous round, right? Yeah. Anything can happen. Emotion can happen. The hot goalie, the hot team, the healthy team. Oilers, you know what? This isn't the most comfortable I've been with them going into the playoffs by far. Yeah. But let's let it play out. Let's see what happens. We're not playing the games. We're watching the games. It's up to them.
Yeah, and just so you know that in Dallas, it's 3-3 between the Wild and the Stars. Are we surprised by this? Like, I mean, did we expect the Wild to be so strong? I believe the series is tied. Dallas was a favorite last year, favorite this year, but the Wild came on pretty strong, right? Addition of Hughes, and seems like they've turned their fortunes around. Trey, what are your thoughts on this series? Because I'm just kind of queuing in for the first time, and I would have thought that Stars would run away from this, but this is me sort of a little bit more naive to the actual stats. Are we surprised here, or is this? I
think Minnesota is a hell of a team, especially with Hughes and Kaprizov. They got they maybe have the best two goalies in the two best duos. With Wallstedt and Gustafson. Like that's a two-headed monster I don't want to mess with. I'm not surprised. Like if Mini wins the series, I will not be surprised at all. Obviously, I'd rather play Dallas just because we have good luck against them the last 2 seasons in the Western Conference Finals, but I wouldn't put it past Minnesota to win this first round at all.
Yeah. It's time's ticking for the Oilers tonight, boys. I don't know what to say. So, time's ticking in the show. Should we do the poll? Should we hit the poll? Let's hit the poll.
It came in a little late, so I haven't even read through it yet. So let me take the first line.
Yeah, you take the first line. We'll bust through it. You know, everyone's going to forgive us. We got hockey going on, lots going on. If a goal scores, Trey can play the goal horn while we're polling. Let's go.
We're going to commercial break right now, so it's good time.
And now, 300-pound poetry with Chevy and Nsty.
A playoff episode to the Stanley Cup. Our teams face a long road.
The Canadiens split in Tampa after 2 overtime thrillers. Now back to Montreal. Well, I hope that they're lightning killers.
The Oilers doing Oilers things, frustrating their fans as well. McDavid may have torn his knee, but it's still too soon to tell.
He's playing. WrestleMania came and went. A former Eskimo is now the world champ. Cody Rhodes almost loses an eye as Brock Lesnar takes his last walk down the ramp.
We're staying on daylight savings time. Vrabel has some difficult conversations. If the Oilers continue to lose McJesus, there will be problems in this nation.
We are the 300-pound poets. Trey is pulling out his hair. By the time this ride is done, the kid may fall out of his chair. Yeah, I came in pretty late with that poem too, so I mean, I was busy.
I might be falling out of my chair later though.
Yeah, no, I know. We're keeping an eye. We got you on the watch. You know, the chat group. We got the. You have an AED? Do you have an AED? Do you carry an AED at home? You should.
I should probably. Yeah, I should. I mean, from last year, this year, I shouldn't be surprised that it's anything different. So I should.
We should play that video every time the Oilers win. We should have like a montage video of you like jumping out of the chair that we had last year. Remember the
that was funny,
jump
yeah.
where you,
of course I remember
the highest. So Kevin Hughes says these Ducks don't know they aren't supposed to be this good. Very dangerous team. Well, welcome Kevin Hughes. I think this. Do we know Kevin Hughes? Are you a Kevin Hughes guy? Maybe
yeah, must be a new fan.
Maybe he's so. Jack Hughes' dad. Maybe he's.
No, I think I know who Kevin Hughes is.
Well, thanks for joining the show, Kevin Hughes. And I guess let's start thanking a couple of people. Thanks, Bruno and Jamin and I think Cozy's here. All you guys that each week on the ride. You really make this a special place. We have a community of great people. We don't just talk sports. We try to keep it real sometimes, have some good conversations. Want to give a shout out to our good friend and fan of the show. I don't know if he's listening right now. He might be in the hospital, but our good buddy Rob Evans is in a pretty serious battle with occupational cancer. And I say it because he's quite public with what's going on. And he's been in and out of the hospital the last few weeks. And he said he's mentioned this. I think I put it in the chat. Cancer that's metastasized, and he's dealing with it. And he thinks that the surgeons got it all out, and we all pray that. He may be undergoing some chemo treatments, but Rob, we're all thinking of you. We're all praying for you on the ride, and we love you, brother, and we wish you a speedy recovery. We don't just want to be goofs that talk about sports and get on each other, but we really want to send some good energy, some good ride waves to the people that need it. But thank you for joining us each week, guys, here on the ride. It's pretty special that we get to chat. And I get to see Sheldon because he doesn't tune into the chat until like 9:30, and then he shows up. But then we have some good conversations. So where do you want to take it now, guys? We're still in the hockey talk.
Just quickly one thing, because me and Jamie were
it.
talking about. I'm not sure if you guys saw this too. Did anybody see what happened in the Canes and Sens game?
No, tell us about it, because I know you want to bring that up. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, okay. So Jamin thought that the arena was empty in double overtime. And he was like, "Oh, that would never happen in Canada." But I don't know if you guys saw this. So the Canes scored a goal to win the game in double overtime, and so like everybody's celebrating. Half the arena left. Wasn't even a thought. Like both teams actually left their benches too. Like,
okay,
it was over.
Do we have video of this or no? Because I didn't know that. Hey, Rob. Rob's here. You guys,
hey, Rob.
Yeah, thanks.
Rob, we love you, brother. Thanks for joining us, and I hope this little hour and a half of Chevy and Nsty gives you a little bit of peace, a little bit of fun, and know that we're all thinking for you, buddy. And you get to laugh at Trey if you lose.
Yes. And there's a crazy call in that game too, wasn't there? There was the goal. There was a
yeah. So I'm getting there. So everybody left, and both teams cleared the benches, and then like 5 minutes later, they reviewed the goal for offside. So he was offside. The guy was offside, but when it happened, there was a breakout pass at the blue line, and Martinuk went in all alone and got hooked. So they didn't call that like a penalty shot at the time. And then when the Canes went and scored the goal, then they were like, "Oh, well, this goal's offside," but the breakout pass resulted in a penalty shot.
Oh, no way.
They got both teams back on the ice. They gave the Canes a penalty shot.
And he scores?
He missed. No, he did score.
Oh, he missed. Oh, no.
He missed. Yeah. So then they had to keep playing, and eventually they did score in double overtime a little bit later. But like the arena was almost completely empty. Like there
Trey,
couldn't have been, I don't know. You were watching it, like maybe 5,000 fans in there. Like it was completely empty. It was insane.
Let me ask you this: while we're chatting here, can you pull up maybe a highlight of this? Like I'm sure there's like a reel somewhere that shows the progression.
Okay. Yeah, I can maybe. I don't want to get us copyrighted, but let's see if we can.
That's maybe a TikTok video or something. But I gotta tell you, Sheldon, while Trey's looking that up, this reminds me in 2000, before I went to the draft, I went to a football game. New England Patriots and Miami Dolphins. I took a bus down from Montreal. We were watching this game in Foxborough, Massachusetts. This is just before the Tom Brady era, and Drew Bledsoe was there. I was a big Drew Bledsoe fan. It was a Christmas Eve game, and the game ended. Okay, so we're in the stands. It's snowing. It's Boston. The game ends, but there was a defensive penalty. And you cannot end. I think it was a defensive penalty. You cannot end the game on a defensive penalty. But by the time they called it, everyone was in the showers. Everyone was gone. We were just hanging out because we were just having the time of our lives being in Foxborough. And the guys, the football players, had to come out, and they had to take one more snap to end the game. And like you could see that there was guys in the sideline, like in their flip flops and their towels, because they had to do this last play. Not the same as this, but a very similar experience. Like, how surreal is that for the fans that stayed, being like, "Oh man!" So here, Trey, you found something here for Carolina. Let's check this out.
I think this is it. Yeah.
Martin got a chance.
Yes.
Anderson to the bench, 6 on 5 in overtime to win it. Martin Here's Aho. Fresh truth, 6 on 5.
So this is before the goal.
Power play coming for Carolina.
Did he score? Oh, I think the others just scored. We had so much going on. Others scored.
There's a lot
Others
going
scored?
on here.
Oh, there you
Others
go.
just
Others scored.
Did the others score in real life?
Others just scored in real life.
I'm watching it right now. I think it's happening for me
There's
right
so much
now.
going on. Well, I'll pause
Yeah.
this for now, so we get.
I don't
we
know.
can,
Yeah, that's crazy. Here's what I
I don't even know who scored. Does anybody know who scored?
It's number.
Was it
don't know. Cozy. Oilers just tied it up. Who scored, Cozy?
I'll tell you who it is. Number. Oof, that was a good shot. Snipe.
Nsty. Oh my God!
Who was it?
Fourth liner.
Is that?
See,
Let's go.
that's why I am
Nsty.
excited, because we've been seeing a lot of secondary scoring from the Oilers, more than we saw during the regular season. So that's
that guy's getting free drinks tonight. Free drinks tonight.
we'll see what happens.
I love it. Okay, so going back to this.
Yeah.
Ever come out of the zone? Was it brought into the zone? Jordan Stahl.
So at this point, all the fans are leaving, right? Because they think it's a good goal.
Yeah, everybody's gone at this point.
Because you see this on the broadcast, you're not necessarily
Stall
picking this up
there.
if you're a
Stall's
few
on the
beers
close
in, up in
side
the
here, and
upper
then
decks.
See where the puck is.
So he's offside.
Foot in the air, but again, is that okay?
So am I
It
jumping
just
ahead
has
too
to be
far
over
here,
the
Trey?
plane of it. It can be up off the ice.
In the back
So
foot of the-
they're not going to get the
obviously,
resolution to make the call on here,
middle
but
of the ice was his
if
back
there's
foot.
an offside and it negates any play going forward in terms of a goal, how can you still have a penalty?
Yeah,
Taking it,
it's
the
in the
force
it's
feet
in the
break
rule
the
book.
move.
So
Now,
I don't
once
really
his
know
feet break the
how.
And what was the penalty that was
works.
called on in this case?
So there's a hook here on the breakaway pass. So I don't know if I can
See,
get.
I get if it's a charging, maybe a cross check, a high stick, something that's like a personal offense to the other player, that you can't just walk up to him during the break and do that, or you'll get a penalty. But a hook, holding the stick, is
Well,
irrelevant.
History of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
He didn't get a shot off.
Jordan Martinook against Linus Ullmark. What drama in Raleigh. Martinook for the win. Saved by Ullmark.
So who eventually winds up winning that game, Trey?
So Martinook ends up scoring the overtime goal a little bit later in double
Oh my
overtime.
goodness.
Yeah,
That
Well,
is
I'll tell you what, if
crazy.
you're a Carolina fan,
he got the penalty shot and then he scored the actual overtime winner, I guess.
if you're a Carolina
Stahl is
fan,
open. He takes that one onside. Dropped it for Martinook.
I don't know where it is. Right here.
Ehlers can't get the shot off. Miller's open. Shot. Saved by Ullmark. Hit some bodies in front.
Yeah.
Stahl was there. Back to King Andre.
All right.
Miller to Ehlers.
What do we got here?
Shot. Jordan Martinook.
I look straight in. But I mean, you take a look at this too. Nobody
Yeah, wow.
expected Ottawa to be giving Carolina this kind of a challenge,
Mhm.
right? It's no different than what we're seeing with Anaheim right now. Sometimes the team that you're not expecting to rise to the occasion is the one that does it. That's why you see so many upsets in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep.
There's no such thing as an easy path to the cup. And it doesn't matter what your regular standings are. I think it matters a little bit how well you're playing going into the playoffs, but your rankings against that team, your standings, none of that matters. Throw it all out. Anything can happen. And we're seeing a bit of that here. We're going to see a couple of upsets here. in the
Well,
first
look,
round,
we see
guaranteed.
Utah tied with Vegas Golden Knights, and the
Totally.
owner of the Utah Mammoth seems to be a bit of a Mark Cuban type of,
Yeah, a little
of
bit.
guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's walking amongst the crowd and celebrating and having beers with all the folks in the crowd. And I think they just put up a promotion that Golden Knights fans can trade in their Golden Knights jerseys for a brand new Utah Mammoth jersey. There's a lot of trolling going on. These days, and it's pretty interesting. It's super interesting. And you know what, I'm enjoying it. So Trey, we're it's 4-4 with 5 minutes left
Yep.
in the third.
We're
So
into the nitty gritty stuff here now.
look like we're heading to overtime in Dallas.
That's what
They're
we
heading
said.
to overtime.
That's what we said in game one, though. We scored with like a minute left. So
Yeah,
not
we
done
we
yet.
might be heading to overtime because I mean, are we just going to leave the show if the game is still on? I don't know, but Why don't we take a break now? Take a second. Trey can catch his breath. He can go look at the highlight of the goal because he probably missed it. Sheldon can go in the living room and watch his TV to see what's going on. And then we'll come back. And, we're going to talk a little WrestleMania. The end of an era. I think it's something that we should talk about. And, we'll just keep our eye on the hockey games while it's going on. Let's take a break, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Shipping is only one part of the logistics process. Where and how your inventory is stored plays a major role in how efficiently your business operates. At PFM Freight, we provide secure, fully managed warehousing solutions that connect directly with our transportation network, allowing your goods to move smoothly from storage to delivery without delays. Our facilities are operated with the same precision and oversight we apply to every shipment, giving you confidence that your inventory is organized, protected, and ready when it's needed. By keeping your warehousing and distribution under one provider, you eliminate communication gaps and create a more streamlined, reliable supply chain. Visit pfmfreight.com to learn how our warehousing solutions can support your business.
Do you want your business to be known? YYCCalgaryBusiness.ca is Calgary's only online media platform that gets you noticed. Short-form video content is rapidly taking over as the most effective way to engage your audience. Whether you're being interviewed on a vodcast, sharing a sizzle reel, or even hosting your own show, there is one place you can publicize your business. We want to tell your story and introduce you to our network of empowered business owners and leaders right here in Calgary. Isn't it time you took your digital game to 11? Call us or email us now.
That sucked.
What was that?
Chevy's on mute.
Did me.
Did Anaheim just score?
Yeah, bro. We just got scored on.
Dude.
Craig. What the heck? Oh my God.
Why'd you mute me, Trey? You muted me.
I knew it the second, and this is on Chevy. The second you said, looks like we got overtime. Come on, dude. That's the biggest jinx. You knew what you're doing when you said that.
God.
Do you guys hear me? I don't know what happened. I don't know how I got muted. You hear me? So when I was a kid, my superstition was, when I wanted to change the luck on the team, I would turn it off and then I'd come back. Trey, why don't you play another reel of commercials and Edmonton's going to score? Let's test it. Trey, let's just go to a quick commercial and come back. Let's do it again. Well, Edmonton's going to score, I promise. Like, I know this. This is science. Look, so guys, we're going to go to a quick commercial.
Everybody else is watching the game. Why not?
Yeah, just go to commercial again, and I promise you it's going to change the luck for Edmonton. Trey, do it. Just run our commercials. Guys,
for real? For real.
For real. We're going to take another 2-minute break. We're going to get Edmonton a tie game here. Let's do this.
Baby, all right, let's do it.
Shipping is only one part of the logistics process. Where and how your inventory is stored plays a major role in how efficiently your business operates. At PFM Freight, we provide secure, fully managed warehousing solutions that connect directly with our transportation network, allowing your goods to move smoothly from storage to delivery without delays. Our facilities are operated with the same precision and oversight we apply to every shipment, giving you confidence that your inventory is organized, protected, and ready when it's needed. By keeping your warehousing and distribution under one provider, you eliminate communication gaps and create a more streamlined, reliable supply chain. Visit pfmfreight.com to learn how our warehousing solutions can support your business.
Do you want your business to be known? YYCCalgaryBusiness.ca is Calgary's only online media platform that gets you noticed. Short-form video content is rapidly taking over as the most effective way to engage your audience. Whether you're being interviewed on a vodcast, sharing a sizzle reel, or even hosting your own show, there is one place you can publicize your business. We want to tell your story and introduce you to our network of empowered business owners and leaders right here in Calgary. Isn't it time you took your digital game to 11? Call us or email us now.
Yeah, that was just Chevy trolling us, guys.
No,
you knew that wouldn't work.
No,
you
it
wouldn't
wouldn't
work. Here's our missed opportunity.
It's a face-off right now.
Kevin Hughes. We've
I
got
don't know
Kevin
where I
Hughes
am.
watching us tonight. Kevin
Maybe
the
I'm
Medium.
being-
I'm just on his Facebook page right now, and I swear, Kevin, I've met you before. I'm just having a hard time placing it. Watch the
You know
Ducks.
what?
Yeah, there you go, Kevin. Kevin, if you are an Oilers fan, I ask that you use all of your medium skills to help bring this together for a last minute miracle here for Nsty.
Guys, we changed the luck for the Oilers. That's all we had to do is change the luck. That's all.
Rod Peterson. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know you threw Rod Peterson. Yep, absolutely, buddy. That's it.
We're trying. I don't want Edmonton to lose. I gotta tell you, but I do like seeing the Trey score. I have to say, Sheldon doesn't squirm as much because he's not in the chat group all week.
Listen, I've
Trey definitely squirms.
I've seen 4 Stanley Cups with my own eyes for the Oilers, so I have that deep-rooted faith that it can happen again.
Yeah.
Kevin Hughes, you're not a Canucks fan. There's no such thing as a Canucks fan.
Yeah, no, they don't exist.
I guess yeah. I think you have a bit of history with that team, but
Jamin said it was going to be 6-4 by the time we got back from the break. I was kind of worried.
Well,
there.
it might be.
You know what?
6-4.
I don't like. But see, like I don't like that I got a delay. You guys, like, they should fix that. Like, if you're paying a subscription service, you should be like, I paid for the old Rogers on Amazon, and I want it to be at the same time. Like, I want to celebrate the goal the same time Trey does, or I want to, be able to gloat the same time Trey goes down. Whatever it is. Like, we should.
I got a kind of a special hookup. I'm actually 3 seconds ahead. So I can tell everybody out there 3 seconds before it happens.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
how do you get 3 seconds ahead?
I'm ahead of real time, dude. It's like I'm doing the whole AI thing. Man, we're
yes, AI,
all that stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah,
well, and that's also
if you're watching it in the arena, you actually see it before it happens in the arena.
Okay, so we took our break this weekend. Well, a couple of things happened. Well, you just talked about being in time. Let's hit it right away. Alberta decided no more standard time. Right? We're sticking with daylight savings time. We decided that BC's not going. And Saskatchewan hasn't been going, so we got to follow suit. Makes sense. What do you guys think? I mean, it's a good move. I think it's a good move.
There's two parts to this. Like, first off is, okay, stop doing time zone change, because really, I think at the end of the day, that's what everybody wanted.
Yeah.
Stop doing time zone change. I grew up in Saskatchewan, where I honestly felt like we were backwards. I was made to feel we were backwards because the rest of the world swapped their clocks. As it turns out, we were ahead of our time.
They scored. It's over.
Yeah, Jamin was right. They haven't scored on my screen yet.
They haven't scored on mine. Oh, they got the empty.
No, the Oilers are down.
Oilers are down 6-4.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
so yeah, personally, I thought changing your clocks twice a year was absolutely dumb. But here's where I get so confused. So do we get the sun in the morning in the winter, or do we have the late summer nights in the summer?
I think we're gonna get this.
That's my pick. That's what I wanted. I love having
more,
that extra sunshine.
Yeah, it's more sunshine in the evening. That's
in the winter, correct?
Both, both winter and
which makes sense. I mean, listen, when I drive to work at 6 a.m. in the winter, it's dark till 7, so it's gonna be dark till 8 now. Like, who cares? Not a big deal. But yeah, guys, just in case you're following us, done deal. Oilers split the series with the Ducks.
That's it.
Ducks played well tonight. I gotta say, Ducks played well, and that's a pretty tough thing. And who knows what's gonna happen with McDavid after tonight, right? Like, his knee might be buggering him up. I know he played on it, but when that adrenaline drops and he gets his MRI tonight, because they're gonna give him an MRI, it might reveal some stuff. So who knows? Let's hope he's okay, because you don't want to see the best player in the game out. Like, I want to see him playing. And if he's out, what do you think of the Oilers' chances, Trey?
He's not out, so it's fine.
Trey's just a supreme confidence. Sheldon?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
If McDavid's out, I mean, you can't. The Penguins aren't winning without Crosby.
Yeah. Maybe
McDavid's playing. Like it doesn't it's such a
there's a
like he'd have to literally break his leg for us to play. And
you know
we'll
what?
lose.
Though,
If you want the truth, we'd lose. But he's not hurt, so he'll be fine.
Let me break you the bad news the way it really is. Guys play injured.
Yeah.
You are not the same.
Yeah.
You're
not.
become a straight line guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I saw him, and I'm not saying this because they lost. Like they lost. It was like Anaheim played a good game. They held them off. But I did see in the third period him cough up the puck once or twice. That is not. I know he's not there, and but I noticed he coughed up the puck twice in the third period, and I'm wondering if that has a little bit to do with the pain he's feeling. But who knows? We'll see. When's the next game, Trey? 2 nights from now?
Friday.
Thursday.
8 again. Yeah.
When do I have?
Yeah, and Daryl points this out. If when we don't switch our clocks, games are going to start at 9, which is
that's great. Well, and
is that so? The new time we're at, the games are going to be at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, it'd be the same time that we're at right now.
Well, sort of. Yes, it's just the number.
Well, it all depends. This is what I'm wondering, because if Toronto and Quebec don't change, there's going to be a 3-hour time difference there in the wintertime. Is that correct? Because we're going to stay where we're at.
So we'll be like Central Time technically.
Yeah. Well, they're going to fall. No, they're going to fall
we're going to be
back
on the same time as Saskatchewan. I thought we were going to be on the same time as BC.
No.
We'll be the same time as Saskatchewan. Okay,
but check this out. Check this out. Right now, we are in Montreal. It is midnight, right?
12:47.
12:47. Okay, so we're gonna stay where we're at. In the fall, it would be 11:47. So then be an hour difference with the Eastern time.
Yes,
I guess.
Okay, yeah. So then, who knows how they handle the hockey games? Right?
No, they fall back. No, they fall back.
Yeah, they fall back. So they'll fall back an hour. So there'll be an hour.
Doesn't that mean it's 3 hours?
I thought that's what it is, but that would be them going ahead an hour. That would make it 3 hours.
Dude,
so they fall
confusing.
It is, but they're going to be an hour difference.
Central. No, we're going to be Central Standard Time in November for them. So we'll only be an hour difference.
Yeah, if Montreal dropped back an hour right now, if today was the day that they dropped back and we stayed, okay, it's 12:45 right now in Montreal. And tomorrow it would be 11:45.
11:45.
So I don't know how, because I mean Rogers, and sports and all that, they really bank on capturing the audience from one game to the other, right? Like, I mean, even look at the playoffs tonight. I went straight from the Pittsburgh game time very perfectly right into the Edmonton game. There was almost no overlap, right? Unless there's overtime. So I wonder how they're going to handle that, because that's important for them, right? That's important. Like, you've got an hour difference, then all of a sudden you're missing a period maybe in the Oilers game when you're watching the Canadiens game. If you want to watch both, it affects their viewership, right? It's got to affect their viewership. Yeah. Now it doesn't.
Daryl's saying NHL games would have to start later in the West. So they'll start like at 10 if it was a Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Like a LA game or an Anaheim game would start at 10 if it started at 8 their time.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to start those games later in the West in the winter time, especially. Maybe not this time of year, and maybe not in September. But
you see, as much as I like the late hours for summer, because I like to be out in my backyard, late night fire pits, all that kind of stuff. But if you think about it, wouldn't it make more sense to be on the same time line as the West Coast? Like, do we do more business with Saskatchewan or BC? Do we do more travel with Saskatchewan or BC? It seems like maybe we should have gone the other route. And then I think about in the mornings, like if I'm a road crew worker, if I'm working construction in the morning, does daylight affect what time we start getting to work on the roads?
No,
because if maybe you want that extra hour to get the contract.
But if we went the other way, then it would be a 2-hour swing. Like there'd be even less time in the evening and more daylighted, right?
Yeah,
the thing is,
let's
just like it would be dark at 3 p.m. Then
this is some kind of devilry that I just can't put together in my own head right now. So
Quebec and Ontario.
Let's move on.
Wait, Quebec and Ontario have to follow suit. That way, it makes sense for Canada. But then you drive south into Montana, and that's a whole other can of worms, right?
Oh yeah, that is a different can of worms.
Like
oh boy, it's going to be very confusing, but we'll get used to it.
Okay, Ontario, Quebec, come on, guys,
okay.
get with the program.
WrestleMania, WrestleMania was it 42 this year? Trey, was it
42,
WrestleMania?
42.
WrestleMania 42 came and went, second year in a row in Las Vegas. It seems like the attendance numbers were down, down about 20,000 folks. Back in Las Vegas, they went to Allegiant Stadium. Last year, there was a lot of hype with The Rock and the Cody Rhodes and the John Cena. This year, still some hype. I mean, you had Cody Rhodes fighting Randy Orton, Pat McAfee. Was he the guest ref? I believe he was kind of.
No, he said he would never be a part of WWE again if Randy Orton lost. He was kind of like his mouthpiece.
Yeah,
leading up to it.
And him and Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes went into Pat McAfee's studio and destroyed his studio.
Yeah.
Took a baseball bat and destroyed the Pat McAfee studio, including some of his very expensive memorabilia. And so there's a feud brewing there. Then we had Roman Reigns to CM Punk. Two guys hate each other. And then they had, as we find out, the retirement of Brock Lesnar. Where do you want to start, Trey? You're our resident wrestling expert. You tell us what's going on and what we liked and what we didn't like about WrestleMania. I can tell you what I didn't like. The commercials.
We'll start. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
I guess I'll say about that too. But obviously, we've talked about Brock before. I guess he's kind of a local guy now. You tell me he lives in Calgary now.
Well, someone told me he's living in I knew he was living in Saskatchewan. I know, I saw him on
he
a
has
podcast.
a farm in Saskatchewan.
He's
Randy was telling me he lives in Calgary now, which I did hear him say that on the Spin Chicklets podcast as well.
His kids play hockey in Calgary, and I'm assuming he probably has a house here. I mean, he's made enough money that he could have a farm in Saskatchewan and come and hang out.
It's not out of the realm of possibility that he lives
No,
there.
I mean, these Hollywood stars and big money people, they have houses everywhere. Now, he's the type of guy, I saw him on, again, this was a younger version of him on a Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast, but he said he doesn't like people. He's an extreme introvert. He doesn't like when he's in the ring, he feels like he's in a bubble. So 70,000, 100,000, that's fine. When he's performing, that's fine. But when he's Brock out of the ring, he's got an 8-foot fence around his property, and he locks it when he goes in, and he locks it when he leaves. And here we are at the end of an era. Where do we classify Brock Lesnar, the Beast? I followed him early on. He was probably the only wrestler I followed post Stone Cold and Rock era. He's the only one that I could really identify with, but that's also because he did the WWE, he did the UFC, back and forth. He was a massive human being with great athleticism. And where does he sit for you guys?
I think not enough recognition for the athlete that he is. Like an NCAA Div 1 Division 1 wrestler, champion, whatever. Like Sheldon and Daryl can empathize with that, how insanely impressive that is. Mm-hmm. A UFC heavyweight champion and defended his belt multiple times. We can all say that's absurdly impressive too. And then he's like one of the greatest WWE wrestlers ever too. He's all-time great. He's jacked. He won the belt a million times. And he loves Canada and Alberta, Saskatchewan. Like, it's hard not to love this guy. It's kind of sad that he's going away. Anyway, Sheldon, sorry.
Yeah, the only thing he's missing from his resume is an Olympic gold medal. Because it seems like he was able to achieve anything he set his mind to. I still remember when he first came into the WWE, and he was just such a beast, a freak of nature. He changed the way the heavyweight grouping looked for a while, because nobody knew how to contend with a guy that was a pure wrestler that exploded out like a linebacker and had that tenacity that he had. Of course, he got kind of figured out over time. I can't remember exactly why he washed it. I won't even say he washed out, but I don't remember what got him out of the UFC. My only thing with him, though, isn't he still linked to McMahon? And some of those charges? Like for me, like
he's been cleared of that.
Has he been? Okay, I'm
honestly I know he was. He wasn't brought up.
Yeah. Has he been cleared?
So I know he was mentioned in the court deposition that basically. The lady, I can't remember her name. Janelle Grant was basically to get Brock to sign. Basically, McMahon pimped her out to him. The whole surrounds around human trafficking, right? So I don't know where that stands in the realm of truth, but he did get canceled from the WWE for a while. It was very surprising when he came back last year. It wasn't something that we thought. It wasn't a suspension. It was like they removed him from the video game. They removed him from all WWE, like any type of marketing materials. He was gone. And now, Trey, you're saying he was cleared completely, or they just had a change of heart?
No, he's been cleared of the only thing, like, you'll have to read the stories because I don't want to get into it because it's actually kind of disgusting reading like why he's in the case with McMahon.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
But like he's been cleared of it. He's been cleared, but basically like Vince McMahon had like sex toys named after Brock Lesnar, and that's why he was named in the case originally. And that he's been cleared of that now. Like I don't think he was really a part of it. Did he know about it? I don't know, but he's been cleared. Like he was not. This was Vince McMahon's girl.
Yeah.
He has
So this is a Vince McMahon issue. I was going to say this. You know, I mentioned the era when I watched wrestling, the last era, and I was talking to this to someone about this the other day. I said, you know, I know John Cena more from the movies than I do from his wrestling career. Roman Reigns, I know he's been popular, but I've never seen him do anything charismatic that would make me want to watch him. He's not The Rock. But neither was Brock. But I'll say the era that I ended off on, that I guess it was the end of the Attitude Era, where you had D-Generation X. But the greatest entertainment was The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. That triangle there was the greatest entertainment. But the greatest matches of that era was when Lesnar was squaring off against Kurt Angle. Like some of the greatest matches you will ever watch was, I believe, when Brock Lesnar attempted a moonsault off the belt. Like this is a almost 300-pound, 6'5" man doing a moonsault, and I think he landed on his neck in that one. It was in WrestleMania, I believe. And him and
the backflip, and he landed on his neck. Yes,
he landed on his neck and still finished the match. I mean, this guy's a mountain of a man. Like, you know, he tried out in the NFL with the Patriots and the Vikings.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot he's NFL guy too.
Vikings wasn't his, or
Vikings and Patriots and the Patriots. Didn't really last long, but I mean, when you got a specimen like that, you give him an opportunity. That being said, is this the end of? I mean, we've seen this with Randy Orton, we've seen it with John Cena, The Rock. This is not the end, right? Or because of what we know
of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. I mean,
it's the end of Brock Lesnar as long as he wants it to be the end. Like, I get the guy wants to step out of the limelight. Who's that guy? I'm forgetting his name right now. Dustin Bufflin. Remember Bufflin?
Yeah.
Chicago. To Winnipeg. Dude, the guy was like a big personality when you got an interview from him. He was a big presence on the ice. But the second that he retired,
he was
gone. He didn't even officially retire.
He became a fisherman. He's a pro.
He just didn't show up to camp, and they're like, "Oh, we haven't heard from Dustin."
So
and then we didn't hear from him for 5 years later.
He didn't need the limelight. He didn't want the limelight. He just wanted to be Dustin and do Dustin stuff, right? Like,
and that's what I'm saying.
I look at Lesnar as kind of a similar thing.
Yeah, he's different than The Rock. He's different than Cena, who went to be famous in Hollywood. And then, you know, when they need a little bit of bump in popularity, they go back to wrestling. They electrify the crowd. Those people follow them. They go sell a movie, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, they use wrestling to promote their career. Brock,
I don't see Brock posting selfies with his dinner and his date to Instagram, right? Like
I think he's gone. I think, and you know, listening to him on the Spitting Chicklets, you know, he said he had some great his legacy. He said he didn't care about legacy in wrestling or anything. He said his legacy is raising some really good kids, and you know, big fan of someone who talks like that and wants that, because I think that's all we want in life. And you know, some people crave the fame and the fortune, and I mean, more power to them. You know, The Rock, you know, you're not hating on The Rock for doing what he's doing. He loves what he's doing, and he's good at what he does. And same with John Cena and all those guys. But also, you can't fault the guy for saying, "Hey, I did the most I can do. I don't need it anymore. Now I want to pour into my kids." And so all the best to Brock. I think that's it's pretty sweet. He had a great career. He was.
I take it a different. I respect the guy that doesn't do it for the limelight.
Yeah.
Right. I like the guy that fades, that's not afraid to just so comfortable that he can fade off to obscurity. Because in his mind, we're calling it fading off to obscurity, but it's to him, it's like, dude, I just want to fish. Bufflin, right? I just want to fish.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what,
I respect that.
If he needs a paycheck, he'll come back.
Yeah.
If he needs a paycheck, but chances are he doesn't need a paycheck.
But he doesn't need the paycheck.
No, I know, but listen, look at all those guys coming back for Netflix boxing matches and stuff. All those guys, Floyd Mayweather, and all these guys that want to get their boxing careers going. It's because they need the paycheck or they're trying to promote something. He's not, but some of those guys go bankrupt and like, this is their last chance. I want to do it. How many guys stepped up to try and fight? What's his name? Jake Paul. NFL guys, all these guys running out of cash saying, hey, if I can, I had a bit of a name, I can make some money. But a guy like Brock, I mean, if he's smart with his money, which he seems to be, he took all his American money, moved to Canada, bought some land here, living large. I think he lives a simple life is what I'm telling you. I don't think he's going to go bankrupt.
Well, it's a big life. It's a big life.
Yeah.
It's just got big fences around it.
Yeah. Yeah. But, he likes
here's something interesting. Jamie just jumps on Big Buff. Supposedly he's playing in the outdoor game next year. The past player game. That would be awesome. I would pay admission to see Buffett again. It's the guys that disappear that, dude, I just want to see him again. Right.
Yeah, especially like him. Like he just went off the radar. Like it wasn't like he retired officially. He just didn't show up to training camp one year, and it was like,
I forgot that part about it. But Mika Kiprusoff, like as I don't know if any of you guys are Flames fans, but I was a big Flames fan when I first signed with the Stamps. When that guy just captivated the imagination of the city. Every young goaltender wanted to be Mika Kiprusoff.
Yep.
He was the biggest thing in NHL goaltending. And the day he retired, back to Finland, probably fishing.
Yeah. I think Carey Price, very similar. Carey Price, very similar. He does a couple of commercials, but just kind of
going to rodeo.
He's just kind of pretty quiet. PK Subban, mind you, he's on TV, so he didn't fit.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count.
But yeah, I think
did you see his pants yesterday too?
Didn't you have the picture coming up? Speaking of PK,
oh my god,
there's a meme up. There's a meme out there about all his different pants. Did you see the one he posted? PK owns it, right? He's one of those guys. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna take what people say about me and blast it. Look at these pants, Sheldon. You probably didn't get a look at this. So PK does what?
I haven't seen this.
TNT hockey. Look at his pants.
What's the story behind that? Like.
He's just being stylish, I guess.
He's what do they call him? What do they call?
Are those like high-waisted or something, or is he standing on something?
He's a fashion-forward guy, but
dude, he's a media whore. I like PK Subban, but some guys just need to be noticed. You see the peacocks in the room. Notice me everywhere.
He's on TV. He's on TV. I mean, listen,
and he's making a good living doing it. I love PK.
The Biznasty's the same way. He just does it differently. They're all the same, right? Like Biznasty's is extreme piss rockets in a golf cart to get attention. It's all the same. You do stuff to get attention when you're on the air. You pick fights with guys. You do things. Look at us. We pick fights all the time. We're so stylish. Sheldon has nice hair. We put on our Oilers jerseys. Everybody's in store.
I don't even comb my hair anymore for you. I used to try to make myself look pretty just for you, Chev. But
you look great.
You look good.
So should we try and get Brock on the show? Because if he's in town,
well, I told you that's your assignment. You're the producer, Trey. You're the producer of this show. But
throw it into chat. Chat will find a connection that you and Brock have. It'll go through all your LinkedIn's, your Instagrams. You're going to find that one connection that makes you guys
Brock
pretty much
has
cousins.
Zero social media. No Twitter, no Instagram.
So this is what you got to do. You got to find out where his kids play hockey.
You got to find his phone number, probably. I know where his kids play hockey because they play the Calgary Rockies.
So now go to the association
for the Manhattan Tigers as well. He's in Manhattan lots.
All right, make it happen, Trey.
You're
back in the doghouse until we get Brock Lesnar.
We can make this happen. Brock Lesnar on the ride would be huge.
But
also,
in the meantime,
I don't want to. In the meantime, me and Chevy, we got to slander the WWE a little bit because I don't know how much of it you watched, Chevy, but it was almost like unwatchable.
Oh, I watched. So I tuned in the first day. So WWE now, it used to be a one-day event. You get all your buddies. You put in $20 each. You get the pay-per-view. You get pizzas. Now it's a 2-day extravaganza. Well, it's a full week extravaganza in Vegas, like Super Bowl. But the actual WrestleMania is 2 days on Netflix live. I tuned in Saturday night. while you were at the Roughnecks game. I looked at the Netflix feed. It was after the fact. I think it was 4 hours long, the Saturday night event. And I watched a few of the matches. I didn't get through all them, but the one thing that killed me was the freaking commercials. Now I got the cheap Netflix. Like I got the ad version. But there was like 8 ads in a row. And then when the mandatory ads
12 ads in a row.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So me and my friends watched it this weekend, and we were joking, like, okay, so like the first time this happened, like after one of the first matches, we're like 8 ads, like what the heck? That's weird. And then it happened again after the second match, and we're like, okay, we're gonna start paying attention to this. And then like after the second match, going into the third match, you get one like free ad that WWE like would show that Netflix didn't pay for. And then you get 5 minutes of ads, like 8 ads in a row that Netflix got. And then they would give you like another ad from the WWE.
Yeah.
And then they would like show a clip of the stadium, and like Michael Cole would like plug 3 more sponsors.
And then Wayfair.
And
then the Hulk Hogan. Then the Hulk Hogan documentary.
Oh yeah, Cameron had the Hulk Hogan doc. And then we get to the match. So like
there's 40 minutes of intros.
Yeah, 40 literally. So 34% of WrestleMania this weekend was matches. A third.
Yeah.
A third of the matches this weekend was match. The other third was entrances, and the other third was ads.
The entrances take
they
as
have
long
totally
as the matches.
sold out. It's almost unwatchable. Night one was bad. Like night one was bad. There was too much going on with TKO and their ads. The main event didn't make any sense. Like if you want Randy Orton to stand tall at the end of your WrestleMania, just make him win the match.
Yeah.
Why are we having Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee wrestle like on the side during the main event? I've got no idea. And we're giving like some really good matches, like 5 minutes to do their match, and we got to get to the next ad. So I think
they got 40 minutes of intros. 40 minutes of intros.
But I got
and
toned down
fireworks.
for night 2 because night 2 was more bearable, and it ended up having like the CM Punk
Let's go
Roman
back
Reigns
to
match
night one. I know
was
Sheldon
amazing.
didn't watch this. I know Sheldon didn't, but night one, Sheldon. If I don't know if Trey can pull it up here. Night one, the final match.
No
Cody
video
Rhodes,
though.
no
WWE
video
will
is
calculate
in
us.
Netflix. Yeah. So Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton doing his swan song in WWE. Blah blah blah. As the big thing that I noticed there is there was a kick to kill Cody Rhodes' face. Normally, fake kick, where maybe there's some fake blood, but in this case, it literally looked like Randy Orton kicked Cody Rhodes' eyeball out.
Oh,
and
he caught him.
And I mean, he kind of stopped the match. So what's the where are we with Cody Rhodes' recovery? Because you look at that, man, it is bad.
Yeah.
Look at that.
At the end of the match, Randy Orton has like a thing where he punt kicks somebody, and it's supposed to like put him out of commission, right? So Cody wins the match, and then Randy gets up after losing this 45-minute match and punt kicks Cody directly in the eyeball, like squares him up. There's video out there. You should go back and watch it, Sheldon. Like he catches him directly in the eye. Cody gets up and he's like blinded, like he can't see. And like
there's a lot of blood.
There,
wow.
Yeah,
And this
like
is after the match.
This is after the match.
So what's the speculation on this? Because I didn't see it. Is this just like a bit gone wrong? Because I can't believe that in this day and age when everybody's just trying to get rich, that was intentional.
It's a bit gone wrong. I mean, they go right to the wire, right? They go right, but you can tell Randy Orton kind of broke character and went to check on him and stuff because he knew it was bad, and it looked bad when he was lying on the mat. And I was kind of thinking, Trey, you're the resident wrestling expert. Did you get a chance to look up any times when wrestling went bad, someone got hurt? Like we know our friend Bret the Hitman Hart, his career was ended because Goldberg kicked him to the back of the head, and to this day, Bret Hart hates Goldberg. Like,
but that was different too because Goldberg had a reputation for being sloppy. It's like even in it doesn't matter. We talk about the guys we hated playing in games because they try to hurt you. It was the guys in practice that were sloppy, the guys that were rolling at your knees. Dude, stay on your feet.
I think
at this level, your stars should be your stars. They should be so polished and perfect with their techniques that you don't have to worry about it. It sounds in a case like this is a guy that is a polished pro. This shouldn't have happened. It was just a one-off crazy thing that reminds you that every time you step in the ring, something bad can happen.
That's really small writing, Trey. You're gonna have to. But I think Stone Cold was broken, but in a pile
Stone
driver
Cold broke his neck.
by Owen Hart, right? Was it Owen Hart that broke his neck?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was Owen Hart. And then the pile driver got outlawed after that, right? They're like, okay, we can't do
Well,
that
it did,
anymore.
but now it's kind of made its way back now. But it was banned for a while. Brock Lesnar, there you go. He did.
Oh, he broke his neck. Did he break his neck
They
too?
banned
Kurt
him.
Angle?
Oh yeah.
Probably in the same match, both those guys broke their neck.
It might have been. Cody Rhodes. I mean, he got beat up by Travis Scott last year. I don't know if you guys remember that. He had like a blown eardrum and like a broken.
Oh yeah,
nose or something.
Darren Drozdoff played in the NFL. He was around the Ken Shamrock era in WWE. He hung out with Shamrock and stuff. He broke his neck and was paralyzed. I remember that one because my buddy that was wrestling knew Droz. But yeah, well, obviously Owen Hart died coming down from the rafters. There was a guy back in the day. He was built. He looked like that Lashley, but 7 times bigger. His name was Ahmed Johnson. He got kicked out of the WWE because he was like a Goldberg, like such a freak, but he couldn't wrestle anyone because he always thought it was real. And if you look up Ahmed Johnson, I don't know if you know who that is, Trey, but you look up Ahmed Johnson. He was a freak of nature, but yeah, nobody could wrestle with him. He was just nuts. So,
oh boy,
yeah,
he's huge.
Oh yeah, he was a monster. Like, but no one could wrestle with him. He hurt everybody he wrestled. But yeah,
do you remember Ryback? Ryback was known for.
Oh yeah, Ryback.
Some people, yeah. This guy
and
big dumb idiot as well.
Bruno says he's no Roddy Piper. I tell you, one day we got to get Bruno on the show. We have a guest next week, but it's not Bruno. But we got to get Bruno on the show one day. Tell us his story of sneaking in to the Ottawa Civic Center and meeting Andre the Giant, the real giant. Bruno's got some good stories, and he's got quite a few good wrestling stories. But yeah, speaking of guests, next week, guys, if you're tuning in, we do have a guest. His name is Warren Dean. He's a buddy of mine. He was a CTV weatherman here in Calgary. He moved out to Victoria. Some ups and downs in life. He's very frank. He's got a podcast, video podcast. It's quite well produced. I mean, he has the TV background and stuff. It's called Weathering It. And it talks about his life, kind of a lot of similarities between leaving the TV world and leaving athletics. And then, so we're going to have him on because, one, I want to help him promote his podcast. He's a good dude, and he's pretty raw about the things he's been to. The first one, he talks about his career and the identity that you lose when you leave the career. Second one that he released is about relationships. And, yeah, we're going to have him on. We'll talk a little bit about that. He's also a few years ago signed a semi-pro baseball deal with the team out there. So just going to get him on the ride. What do we say? Great stories, great conversations, and we're going to have a great conversation next week with Warren Dean. So
I'm actually really interested in this one, Chevy, because I think there are some real similarities between somebody that's been on TV and by mid-30s, it looks like he's 40s now or whatever. You're off trying to recreate a life, right? And it's how fickle show business can be, whether you're an actor, whether you're a TV personality, or whether you're an athlete. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, no, I got good guy.
I'm a weather nerd, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, you're gonna love talking to him. He's a good dude. He's a Riders fan, and he's an Oilers fan. So he's one of you guys.
Good people.
So for those of you that are tuned in tonight, Warren Dean's going to join us next week on the Ride. It's going to be fun, guys. Why don't you say we take a break now? We wrap this up after the next segment. How about we do that? Take a little break. We can't change the luck for the Oilers because they've already lost tonight. The other game, I think, is still in overtime, but let's take a quick break and we'll give you an update when we get back.
Shipping is only one part of the logistics process. Where and how your inventory is stored plays a major role in how efficiently your business operates. At PFM Freight, we provide secure, fully managed warehousing solutions that connect directly with our transportation network, allowing your goods to move smoothly from storage to delivery without delays. Our facilities are operated with the same precision and oversight we apply to every shipment, giving you confidence that your inventory is organized, protected, and ready when it's needed. By keeping your warehousing and distribution under one provider, you eliminate communication gaps and create a more streamlined, reliable supply chain. Visit pfmfreight.com to learn how our warehousing solutions can support your business.
want your business to be known. YYCCalgaryBusiness.ca is Calgary's only online media platform that gets you noticed. Short-form video content is rapidly taking over as the most effective way to engage your audience. Whether you're being interviewed on a vodcast, sharing a sizzle reel, or even hosting your own show, there is one place you can publicize your business. We want to tell your story and introduce you to our network of empowered business owners and leaders right here in Calgary. Isn't it time you took your digital game to 11? Call us or email us now.
Welcome back. It's the Ride with Chevy and Nsty. And Trey, thanks for coming. These are big episodes once we start getting into the playoffs. I love having Trey on here because remember when you're in your 20s and you had the time and everything was so exciting. Trey's following this stuff this is what I live for, Sheldon. Playoff hockey in the first round.
Well, and that's what a good producer does. Good night, Rob. That's what a good producer does. He keeps us on track because we're busy dads and stuff, and we're working all day. Yesterday, I was in Red Deer. I left at 4 a.m. I woke up at 4 a.m. I left at 5. I got to work for 7. I worked all day till 6:45. I missed the Habs game. I went to my ball hockey game with the Giants. We won. After ball hockey, went to my son Kyle's lacrosse game. I got home at 10:30 at night, and then I did laundry, and then I went to bed at midnight and push play this morning again at 5 a.m. That's my life, guys. But that's life, man. You got to roll. And yeah, in the middle of the breaks, the cracks of the day, I'll text Trey some things that we seen and some things that we done. But if I'm just gonna tell you guys that it looks like the Wild and the Stars are going to overtime. Double overtime. And they're really evenly matched. It's 3-3, and it's about 30 shots apiece, 30 to 29. It might be 30 by the time I check. And so that game's going to go late into the night. I did want to one last note on the WrestleMania to close that one up. The new world champion from night 2 is Joe Anoa'i, otherwise known as Roman Reigns. Anoa'i. He doesn't use his name, but Roman Reigns, former Edmonton Eskimo, 2008. I think I would have played against him. It's like he played in 5 games. So I just don't know if he played against the Stamps. He kind of seems familiar. But yeah, he Edmonton cut him.
He played at Georgia Tech too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Georgia Tech.
He might be out of your age range, but
no.
Yeah, he would have came in right when I went out, but yeah.
There he is.
But there he was. Edmonton 99. Eskimos, number 99. Another
and if you ever want to watch a match, I recommend watching the one he just had. That was
a good one.
Great match. Probably the best match I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even lying.
I'll pull it up.
You see that picture there in the middle row on the left-hand side? He never had much of a career in football, but he looks like he was very comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah.
He has wrestler written all over him.
Is he The Rock's cousin, for real, or is it just because he's a Hawaiian guy? And
no, he's not. They're not actually related. They're blood relatives because they sliced their hand open and shook hands a couple years ago and said they're blood relatives.
Okay.
But that match against CM Punk and him, they've had a feud going since Punk's been back for 3 years now.
Okay.
And that just an absolute banger. It's probably going in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
There you go.
Well,
there you go.
Checking out if you like to actually watch.
I'll definitely watch, and that's the nice thing about having it on Netflix. You don't have to watch it live, and you can skip all the crap because it would be like a hockey. Sheldon, WWE right now would be like, at the beginning of a football game, you have the Jets fly over, and you have the cheerleaders run out, and then you have the mascot and the horse, and then both teams run out, and then the national anthem. It would be like that. Play 30 minutes of football, and then do that production again before the second half. But do that 7 times in an evening. Yeah. That was night one, and commercials.
Yeah, which even as a talent, that's the hardest part is stopping and starting these performances over and over again. But yeah,
I'll hand it to him for night 2 though. So apparently night 1 was run by TKO, which is the company that oversees WWE and UFC. Night 2 was 3 hours and 30 minutes with the same amount of matches, but it just felt more fleshed out, and it was run completely by like the WWE internal guys and Triple
Okay.
H. So I give thumbs up to night 2. It was much more watchable night 2, but night 1, that was a corporate disaster, and I hope they never do that again because it was literally.
They'll have to learn. They're gonna learn from that stuff. Netflix gets a lot right with their live events, right? I mean, Alex Hammond climbing the skyscraper, their NFL Christmas Day productions, the moon, the live stream of the Artemis 2 mission around the moon. This one, the Logan Paul or Jake Paul fights, but they're giving us good entertainment and a lot of must-see TV. So it's not like I won't tune into the Netflix events. Speaking of entertainment, I guess Trey, some studs and duds here, or where are we going?
Studs and duds.
Good hit. What do you got for us?
Chevy.
Yeah,
we touched about it or talked about it briefly, but your son when played in the Saddle Dome.
Oh yeah. So I had a big day on Saturday. Kyle, my youngest son, he got to attend in the morning. So I was at the Saddle Dome pretty much all day. In the morning, got to watch the Roughnecks. It was their final game of the season against the Mammoth. My son Kyle's coach is Mike Carnegie, one of the Carnegie brothers that played for the Roughnecks for a number of years. He was a captain of the Roughnecks, and Mike and I are buddies. And Kyle and Mike's kid have probably been on the same A-level lacrosse team since mini tyke every year except for 1 year. And because of the connection there, the boys got to go watch the Roughnecks do their shoot around, and then got to have a practice on the Saddle Dome floor. And that's a big deal for a kid. And it's funny because I was driving down to the Saddle Dome with my son Kyle. I was like, Kyle, you excited? He's like, yeah. And they were gonna go watch. I was like, what do you mean, meh? I said, you know how rare of an opportunity this is? Like, kids do not get an opportunity to do this, to go practice at the Saddle Dome, to be. And once I put it that way, he was like, oh, Dad, I guess you're right. Like, he didn't realize it, right? Like, I'm like, you're coached by a former Roughneck. You're getting an opportunity to go do this. And at night they were going to watch the game. And I was there for that, to put that perspective on, because for me, it was a big deal watching him on that. I think I've told you guys before, I got to play a game in the old Montreal Forum. And that's, of all the cool things I've ever got to do in my life and cool places I've ever got to play football and all this and that, going back and being a bantam hockey player and playing in a tournament in the Montreal Forum and getting a penalty, and the announcer for the Montreal Canadiens at the time is like a Hall of Fame guy, says my name on the Jumbotron and then looks over to me and says, Chevrier, hey? He said in French, he goes, we know who you are. And I thought, oh, this is the coolest, right? So I had to put
I don't mean to one up you, but I think Trey can relate with me on this one.
Do it.
North Battleford, Saskatchewan, hometown of Ruben Mays, playing football for the North Battleford Vikings, getting to the provincial All-Star game and walking in there as a 16-year-old into Taylor Field. Montreal Forum's cool, but Taylor Field was ugly. It was flat. To get up to the top, you're walking up endless stairs. It was like built with no beauty in mind. But you know what they did in Taylor Field? They won football games. It's where Ron Lancaster threw balls and George Reed ran. Yep. For me, I'm not trying to belittle the Forum at all. But what I'm saying is, when I was a kid, it's the same thing. You will step into Taylor Field and you put on football pads and you walk out there. Dude, there's nothing better. Kids, I think Dad was more proud or was more excited about it than the kids were. But
no, I mean, that's a storied franchise. Like, you think about some of the, like, Americans don't know about the Saskatchewan Roughriders, but Canadians know what they are.
Some of them do.
Some do, but what I'm saying
not many.
But what I'm saying is, like, when you picture some of the most storied franchises in sports, the Riders are that for the CFL. Like, and Taylor Field. I mean, I got to play in the last game.
We've already discussed this. We've already discussed the Chevy.
The Raptors came about. Like, they were like the third grossing merchandise franchise in Canada. Sports franchise.
They're still really high. There's the highest CFL one. We've already discussed this.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, I think that your experience would have been very similar to mine, and I think, as you played in the Big 10, like, I don't know what that's like, but I can imagine that all Big 12, all those stadiums you played in front of hundreds of thousands of fans, probably still the coolest experience for you was going on Taylor Field as a kid.
Going out there at Taylor Field. Yep.
Nasty. Did you ever play Iowa when you were at Iowa State? Like,
every year.
Like that was
the
like the
Skyhawk.
big deal. Like there's like 80,000 fans there, is there not?
Oh
Like,
yeah, dude. I'll tell you what, you go and
absurdly cool.
when you went into Iowa City to play the Hawkeyes, at the time it was Coach Hayden Fry that ran it, but I think they did this long before Hayden Fry. Your locker room, your visitor locker room, the bathroom had they didn't have toilet stalls. So if you had to take a dump, there's like 3 or 4 or 5 toilets lined up along a wall. You got real up close and personal with your teammates, which is no big deal because you were up close and personal with your teammates. But the walls were painted pink. They had no stalls in the toilets. It was almost illegal how they treated visiting teams going into that stadium. It was crazy.
That was like the old Ivor Wynn Stadium. Remember, there was no doors on the stalls, and there was actually a door right in front of the field that led out to the field. So if
I was sitting on the toilet, and the door was open and propped open by support staff after the game. Blue Rodeo was doing the post game show, or actually it might have been halftime, to be honest with you. I can't remember what it was, but I was sitting there in my toilet stall looking up the open door onto the stadium with Blue Rodeo on stage.
Sheldon's having a dump watching Blue Rodeo during a football game because you're sitting there in the stall and the door to the locker room to the field is right in front of the stall. That was the old Ivor Wynn.
You remember that, right?
Yeah. Those stadiums had character, but again, Taylor Field, the old Montreal Forum, those stadiums are no longer around. I don't know if you guys have been downtown to the grounds. Trey was there on Saturday. You saw how good that new stadium's looking. Like even seeing it right now, it looks like it looks like the Death Star at Empire Strikes Back.
A little bit, yeah. It does.
Like it is a fully functioning Death Star. Well, they can't host a hockey game there yet, but it is pretty cool. Trey, tell us about your experience at the rodeo night at the Roughnecks.
First Roughnecks game. Me and Gabby went for a little date night, and it was a blast. So I didn't realize this, but like they play music the whole time. I have some video for us too. Like it was actually so much fun, and I didn't.
It's a great show, man.
Look how full that is too.
It's much of a blast. Yeah,
I couldn't get a ticket, Sheldon.
There was nobody in the press level, but it was sold out.
I was supposed to get a ticket so I could watch. Like Kyle was sitting with his team and his coaches, and I was going to go. And after I dropped them off an hour before the game, I could not get a ticket that was reasonably priced. I could get one for $200, but I'm not paying $200 for Roughnecks.
For the Roughnecks?
Yeah, that's the only thing that was available. Yeah, but it was good. Good for Trey. Trey, show us your video.
What do you got? Yeah, Trey, play the video.
It's saying my file is corrupt.
Oh, that's fun. Let me ask you this, Trey. Did it blow you away? Because here's what blew me away when I went. You're sitting there in the stands. You didn't know what to expect. The crowds are going nuts, and then they start playing these songs on the loudspeaker. And here at basically a semi-pro level lacrosse, everybody in the stands knows the songs. They know the dance. They know the cheers.
Everybody got up at like the goal song, like the bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Like 50,000 people just stood up and started doing it. I was like, this is sick. This is way better.
And when they get the penalty, when they get the penalty, sit down.
Like, shut up. Yeah. And every time the goalie makes a save, it's like the PA house was like, what has he got? Everybody's like, nothing.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It was so much fun. I would definitely go back. I had a blast. The Mammoth went up 3-0 in the first 90 seconds. I was like, oh, this sucks. Roughnecks are terrible. They pulled their goalie. The backup goalie came in. He didn't let in another goal till like halfway through the third quarter. Like he locked in, and the Roughnecks ended up winning. Amazing game. Is like 9-8.
Were there any fights?
No. Like gloves came off, but there was definitely some scrums. And like I really wanted to show, like they had some great halftime stuff. They did like the boot race.
Oh yeah.
They had like the people who sat in front of us. So I don't know if you can see the guy in the cowboy hat there. Yeah. They gave him a ticket, and they're like, "Oh, come to this place at whatever during halftime, and you're part of the boot race." So like they go down and they walk like the length of the court. I don't know what they call it, the field and the cross. They take off their boots. They turn around and walk the other way, and then like 7 kids come down and they toss the boots everywhere. And then they get like the in-host arena guy to explain the rules, and they're like, "Hey, you got to put on your own boots and run back. And the first one hit the buzzer gets like season tickets to next season or whatever."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, They did the boot race. Some guy did it in like record time. He did it in like 20 seconds. I couldn't believe how fast he found his boots.
It's fun. I'll tell you, if talking to Cozy in Saskatoon, they've got quite. What is it, Saskatoon Rush or what do they have there?
Rush, yeah. They moved there from Edmonton. They were Edmonton's team, and they moved to Saskatoon. And our old buddy Lee Genier was the president for a while.
Oh, Lee, yeah, oh yeah, from the staff, yeah, totally,
yeah.
But yeah, this is probably the best entertainment value in sports. I know, 100%. Like Okotoks dogs are great, but baseball has nothing like this. This is super cool.
No,
and the concessions are reasonably priced, right? Concessions reasonably priced compared to I think they have. But I know they have happy hour. They have happy hour pricing.
Yeah, but we didn't quite make the happy hours. So like drinks were still $12, and the popcorn that I had there was like $8. So
okay, so it's still up there.
Still a little bit overpriced, but
I know that when they play on a Sunday,
I would pay the $30 for a ticket again. Like that was so much fun.
But when they play on Sunday afternoon, they do a lot of that special like Sunday fun day pricing and stuff. So no, it's a great show. I love the Roughnecks. I love that my kids play lacrosse. So like my kids play hockey.
I actually played lacrosse too. I'll pull up my pictures next week because I actually kind of understood what was going on. I hadn't played lacrosse in like 10 years, but it was flooding the memory bank for sure.
I was gonna say, of all the sports my kids play, watching them play lacrosse is my favorite. As when they were kids and all three of them were in the basement and they would wrestle and put holes in the wall, I was like, what is the remedy to this? How do we get beyond this holes in the wall and wrestling? And it was lacrosse. And lacrosse, they get a stick, 100%. They get pads, and they get to do it to other people. And it's the roughest 100%. Sport. Like it teaches you to be rough. Like I got Kyle on. And it's so funny because this year Kyle's transitioned into so he plays U17A lacrosse. And in U17A, you got your defensive players, you got your forwards, and your transition guys. So I'm not like I coached lacrosse at mini tyke, and then at some point it was like, okay, I never played lacrosse, I can't coach. And now basically Kyle only comes on the field to play defense. And when the ball leaves his zone, he rips to the bench and then two offensive guys. And I couldn't understand. I'm like, Kyle, like you don't go score. He's like, no. I was like, you don't bring the ball up the field. He's like, no, Dad, my job is to punish guys in front of the net. I said, so you just punish guys in front of the net and sprint to the bench. He's like, yeah. I'm like, do you like doing that? He's like, I love that, Dad. I'm like, okay. So now
it's not that different than being a defensive lineman, dude.
I know, but I didn't understand it. I did not understand it, right? So, but I had to understand if he was okay with that, because listen, Sheldon, you're a big guy. At some point in your football career, if they said, "Hey, Sheldon, you're an offensive lineman," how much would you have liked that? And it happened to you, right? How much did you like it?
Yeah, actually, it did happen once, didn't it? My first year. Yeah, no, I didn't like it. Although, that's a little different. I threw myself into it, but no, you did not want to play offense. If you're born a defensive lineman, you did not want to play offense,
right?
But if you were born an offensive lineman, and you love being the smartest guy on the field, the best feet on the field, working as a team, like you tell an offensive lineman that they're not enough, dude, they're gonna punch you in the mouth.
But
I mean, those guys love their position. They love what they do. They get what they do. And
that's the thing. Being a novice to the lacrosse sport, I didn't get. I was like, this never happened before. Because in just last year, Kyle would run up the field. He'd hit a guy.
Are you even a good player if they keep pulling you off the field like that? Yeah, Dad. I'm the closer, Dad.
And that's what I was like.
When the ball comes down to our end, they send me in. Yeah. That's how you have to look at it.
I said, so you're like the long snapper of the lacrosse team. He's like, well, not really, but
not really.
He's like, I'm tougher.
When I played lacrosse, I was the face-off guy. So I'd go in, we'd take the face off and come off. I came in for a little bit of offense, but I not much. And that was it. I played the face-offs and I had so much fun. Like I loved it so much. So I totally
actually it's funny you mentioned
that. You just want to get in there and crush guys. Like all the power to your son, because that's literally all you do in lacrosse. Like you're the defensive guy.
Yeah.
You're just smashing guys all the time.
But it's funny you mentioned the face-off thing. So when they went to do their practice on the Saddle Dome floor the other day, they had Bob Schneider. So if you know the Schneider brothers, Bobby and Jeff Snyder. They run Elevate Lacrosse, and Elevate Lacrosse is a lacrosse program. It's more based on field lacrosse. They send tons of kids on scholarship to the States. They're a really good program. And Bobby Schneider, who played for the Roughnecks as well, got on the field and taught the kids face-offs. And he was teaching, he gets to teach our kids face-offs, but in the Roughnecks practice, he went on and helped them with their face-offs. And before he helped them with their face-offs, he took a bunch of face-offs. They did like 10 in a row versus the Roughnecks face-off guy, and Bobby Schneider won like everyone. He's not even looking at the ball. He's looking at the ref, and he must know when the guy's about to blow the whistle, because it was like instantaneous. He had the ball in his stick. Like every time, he's that good. And for me, it was like when I teach a kid how to long snap, like I work with Everett Schmuland. He's a long snapper for the UFC Dinos. And every once in a while, I got to just throw one back just to be like, I still got it. And I could see that in Bobby Schneider. Like, he's like, yeah, I still got it. He's teaching them, but he's like, I need him to know how proud I am of this skill to show what it means. I can still do it long after retirement. And then he taught to the kids. So we got some kids that got some amazing skill development by being there on Saturday. So really
awesome.
watching
A special forces guy teach you how to shoot a handgun.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just mad skills that have been exercised over
Absolutely.
hundreds of thousands of
Sheldon,
it's
it's like
muscle
if I
memory.
lined up against you and you would just absolutely swim with me, get right by me, like just muscle memory. Wouldn't even be close.
Sheldon, throw
Muscle
that club rip in and get to the backfield. You do it all the time. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Roughnecks. Thank you to the Roughnecks for hosting the kids. Did a great job. They're studs. What's our next stud and dud?
It's one.
Yeah, I think we got time for maybe one more.
Yeah, let's
Sheldon.
do
Is
one
that
more quick
fair?
one. Sure.
Okay. Well, maybe we do two. I wanted to just briefly.
All right,
touch
let's
on
do
this
two more.
because
Let's make it quick. What do you got?
It's from last week. The Oklahoma principal that got named, the Oklahoma principal stopped the school shooting. They had their prom last weekend, and they named him the prom king. They gave him a hat. He was happy-go-lucky. Great story. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but he's a superhero. Basically,
he got shot in the leg, stopping the school shooter at his school from a former student.
We watched that last week. The way that he responded, he didn't even think about it. The second that the kid tried to fire a shot, he was all over him, dude. That was that's a man, dude. I love that guy. Nothing but respect.
Yeah, so glad to bring him back to the
total stud. Glad we can put a cap on this. That guy, he should retire happy. Okay, last one. Really wanted to hit this last week, and we totally forgot about it. I don't know if you guys seen this. Kind of ruffling some Patriots feathers. Mike Vrabel and this Deanna Rossini. So she was a ESPN reporter.
Insider. She's an insider.
Well.
Yeah,
insider. Whatever. She and
he was insider.
Yeah, you might have been, because some scandalous things are going on between these two. I believe they both have like significant others and kids.
Yes, and
her
they
were caught because Rossini's husband hired a PI, because this is like a secluded. Like, I think this was during the head coach thing that they do, where all 32 guys get together on some island, and they got caught. And she got slandered online for obviously some ethical stuff with journalism. She resigned. From the Athletic and the ESPN. And like 2 days later, story comes out that she saved a man and his dog from a car crash. Like, pulled them out of their car as it was on fire or something. I don't really know.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Like, for real. Yeah, there's
how that car looks pretty much on his side. What'd she do?
She pulled him out of the car.
I think she had someone else put. I think someone helped her up to the top, and she pulled the guy out and his dog.
Wow,
yeah. Stutter dud.
What a crazy story.
It's a redemption story, but not really. Like, if I'm her ex that hired a PI because I knew she was cheating and unfaithful and all these things, and now she's getting positive press a week after. Dude, like, tough. I'd have to say, good job, babe. Like, that was good, but
this is a little bit of an aside to the story that's super crazy. So before this all went down with Mike Vrabel, again, we all know Elliot Friedman is the insider for the NHL. He always gets the scoops before. Maybe he's holding hands with some of the coaches and GMs out there. But a few weeks prior to this, so last year, AJ Green AJ Green or Brown in Philadelphia, receiver. My head is AJ Brown. Last year, there were some rumblings that he was unhappy there. The offense he wasn't getting the ball, blah, 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 but it kind of settled. Then all of a sudden, there's an inside scoop that AJ Brown's people and the New England Patriots are talking about a trade. Well, then this comes out. So there's a lot of speculation out there that AJ Brown will be a Patriot in June because probably Mike Vrabel spilled the tea to her, and they wait for June for this to consummate the trade because of, I guess, the way the cap structure, I guess, is going to go on next year's deal number and stuff. But this was at first like, oh, it's just a rumor. But now that this rumor came from the lady that was maybe bonking Mike Vrabel, it could be true. And then this week, Vrabel came out. He did a press conference this week just to follow up on that. Said he had some very difficult conversations with his family, his organization, his team, and his players.
No
so
you know what I'm going to take this back to, though, Chev. I'm going to take this back to this. She resigned.
Yeah.
Like there is a bit of a double standard there, right?
Oh, yeah.
She lost her career where she had to stand out amongst millions of sports fans or sports broadcasters, analysts, whatever, to get to that role. Maybe it makes you question a little bit how she got there, but Vrabel did the same thing, and there's zero repercussions other than the fact that the guy's a bit of a douche now. I do look at him differently. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to look at him differently 100%. Now. The comments he made, I'll cut off my dick a chunk of my dick if it gives me a chance to win. Dude, the guy's just a guy with a big mouth. I loved him as a player.
Yeah.
I love the way he approached the game. I think he's a brilliant guy, but now he's got a little bit of a clown suit on when I look at him.
Clown suit and a Super Bowl loss. So
I
can't imagine he's had a great summer.
Well, I mean,
but he's still employed.
Not for me.
Yeah, he's still employed.
Yeah,
apparently he had some words with Bob Kraft, and I guess his defense was Bob. You did the same. You did the same thing.
Kraft is a great guy. Yeah, great guy to look up to. Yeah.
And Bill Parcells did the same thing, and Tom Brady did the same thing.
But it's okay because it's different because you're a man.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is a whole topic in the conversation. But she resigned. I don't think she was asked to resign. I think it was like all the online backlash that she was getting was really just forcing her to say,
hey, you know what? Kiss cam. Wasn't it the same thing with the kiss cam?
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
Our lady resigns. I'm going to encourage. First off, I'm not going to encourage anybody to cheat. I think it's disgusting. But that said, you don't have to be so quick to resign. If nobody else is resigning, you don't have to be the first one to do it. Like, stand your ground, keep your position.
I think
weather the storm. In 1 week, the news cycle will change, and no one will ever talk about it again except
she'll get hired somewhere else.
I think she had to resign because actually, right after these pictures came out, she had put up a post. I forgot what the post was about, but it was about some NFL trade or something. It was the last post she put up, and then, I mean, the comments were just terrible. Right? Like the comments were absolutely terrible. I think she said, you know what? I got to get out of the public limelight for a bit. I'm seen as an insider. The running joke is, it was something about the referees. That's what it was. She had said, insiders are telling me that the referees reffing in the NFL because they've got a labor dispute with the referees might be NCAA. And then it was like, and then the pictures were like her holding hands with the referees, like AI generated images. And it was just like, okay, you got to take a break. You'll be employed someday. You'll come back. You'll rescue an old man and his dog from a car fire. You'll get some redemption there, and then once you fix your relationship, you come back, make a public statement. You'll be fine. But Mike Vrabel go ahead.
You talk about AI. I think those saved a man and his dog from a burning Jeep. I think that was AI. Like, I think that was a great move by her publicity team to get her back.
What did you think about our thumbnail tonight? I thought that was my best AI.
Looking good recently.
Can you throw it up? I don't remember. I didn't see it. I was like, today was crazy.
Yeah,
day.
I can find it.
Our thumbnails have been on point lately. They're like ChatGPT.
The only thing I'm going to say, and if you're still there and you want to sound off on this, I love the background on our podcast right now. I'm told it's a little bit busy. We might want to tone down this, but keep rolling with the thumbnails because those thumbnails are spectacular.
I actually loved it when we had the golden yellow. Why did we have the golden yellow a few weeks ago?
Yeah,
we had it for the Masters. I had it
for the that looked good. That might be our new rebrand, like Masters colors. I don't know. That looked pretty.
Pull that up.
But yeah, he's gonna pull up. There. That looked less busy.
A little more muted, right? A little less distracting.
Yeah. But yeah, no. And then while Trey's pulling that up, Sheldon, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of a movie nerd. Today, Warner Brothers released the trailer for Coyote versus Acme movie, and so that's our thumbnail for today. Look at that.
Is that us?
Yeah, that's us. That's used the whole
Chevy Nsty.
I don't quite. Chevy doesn't quite look like Chevy there, but that's cool. Trey looks like Trey.
Yeah.
What's going on with my forehead?
Yeah,
dude, that's pretty cool,
what
though. And my short forearms. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, I like
you had to fit it in. You had to fit in. But so I was gonna say, just before we go, Warner Brothers released the trailer for Coyote versus Acme. You got to look at the trailer for this.
So freaking time.
This is a movie that Warner Brothers put on the shelf. Okay, they put it on the shelf because they said, you know what, we're gonna take we're gonna put it on the shelf. No one's ever gonna see it, and we're gonna take a tax write-off on it. And people lost their minds. And it's a completed movie. John Cena's in it. Will Forte's in it. It looks super fun. I love movies like this. Like from the original. Trey, you got to watch this movie. It's an OG, amazing movie. You're gonna love it. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? If you've ever seen it, one of the best cartoon. It's a great murder mystery movie. You're gonna love it. They never brought Roger Rabbit back into the cartoons, but it's a fantastic movie, and I love movies like this. There was a couple of Looney Tunes movies with Brendan Fraser, Space Jam. You gotta love the Space Jam Part 1 and Part 2 with LeBron and Michael Jordan, and now this. I love these kind of movies, and the fans spoke. And they got Warner Brothers to take it out of the coffin and revive it. So it's coming out this year. I love that, like a movie, and I like when the backstory movies, like this movie might never have seen the light of day until the fans figured it out, and they just put pressure. That same pressure that forced Diana Rossini to resign, same pressure that got this movie released. So that's kind of cool. I think that's good when fans put pressure for good things, because a whole new generation of kids is going to be introduced to the Coyote versus Acme. I think he's suing Acme in this movie because all his booby traps that he tries to catch Roadrunner with backfire and hurt him. So he's suing them. And John Cena is the lawyer for the defense.
I saw the trailer with Cena in it, so you might have me in just because of that.
Yeah, I know you're going to watch it. Watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's your assignment. To get Brock Lesnar on the show and give us a review of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Sheldon, did you watch that movie? You must.
Roger Rabbit.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
Guys, anyway, I think that's all the time we have for this week. I enjoyed the conversation, guys. This was awesome.
And just last note, it's still 3-3 in overtime. Shots are 32-30 in favor of Dallas. By tomorrow, we're going to have a winner there. But for
11
now,
minutes left.
Oilers are 1-1. Habs are 1-1. And we're all a little disappointed, and we all don't know which direction this is going to go. But hopefully it goes all our ways. I want to see the Oilers, want to see the Habs in the final. That'd be fun, and that'd be sweet.
Right on. Guys, thanks again for joining us tonight. We had a lot of fun on this one. Appreciate the comments as always. We'll see you guys here next week. Once again, just want to thank Performance Freight Management, YYC Business Group, and WeDrone Real Estate Media. We'll see you guys all here next Wednesday night at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.